All right, mic check, sync. Hey, Deej. All right, let's jump straight back into this. Oh boy. Yep. Ow. I love how every time we come back into the game or move between areas, we just unceremoniously flop to the floor. Alright, well, time to head back to the Bull's Head Court. Let's see if we can actually pull this off. And how many attempts is it going to take me to do this in 3 hits or less? Ow. Okay. Come on. There we go. Okay. There we go. Okay. Oh, alright, I already took a hit. That's great.
Kid pulls it off.
Oh, first try on the way back. Let's go. Okay. I got a little worried once I saw that gigantic blueberry again. But hey, we did it. Oh, those scumbags. I hate those things. Those are such an annoying enemy.
There's a hint of pride in his eye when he gets back, and more than a hint in mine.
I do like this old man, this stranger. He seems like a nice fellow. Okay, now where were we? That's the Bastion. We did the Bull's Head Court. And now it's the 2 Proving Grounds, which is the Scrapyard and the Zolwood Grove.
That's Zolwood Grove. A nice quiet place to show a musket a good time.
I don't know what you're doing with your muskets, but I don't quite think it's what we should be doing with those, sir. Ceylonian marshals fine-tuned their muskets and planned their patrols here. I guess we're going down to Texas. Stand close to a target to maximize the scrap musket's knockback.
Picking up broken glass barehanded. At Zolwood Grove, marshals learn to make every shot count.
Okay. Destroy all the targets in only a few shots.
The trick was to pop all those nasty gourds without wasting ammo. Had to catch a bunch of those gourds in a single shot. Funny thing about muskets is they work best up close.
"20 shots, not bad.
Keen eye, not an itchy trigger finger.
Second prize, first try. Not bad at all. Something coarse. And something foul. Something foul. An upgrade material for a certain weapon. A rag smothered in cauldron's ash. Highly volatile. This rank-smelling fuel lasts long and burns clean. I mean, it's pretty hard to mess up something like this. It's a shotgun. It's a blunderbuss shotgun. It's pretty hard to screw that up.
Marshals did more than just stand around shooting, of course.
I'm personally not a big fan of a gun like that for a game quite like this, because I like being able to stand further away from my targets. That's a me thing, though. The gun itself, very serviceable. It functions like a shotgun. Kind of hard to screw that up. Heavy shells, plus 15% damage. Munitions cartridge filled with sharp, hard-packed alloy scrap. Impact shells. Shots cause greater knockback. Munitions cartridge filled with large scrap pieces designed for impact force. I think we'll increase the spread and bump up the knockback.
The marshals learn to pack those shells full of fire.
We won't be able to shoot as far away, but it's a shotgun. We're not supposed to do that. That should help us with the trial. Then, let's see. The draw speed's fine, and we'll do the reinforced bow limb.
His bow's looking lean and mean like a prize fighter.
And for the sword,
Points just don't get any sharper than that.
we'll upgrade the scumbag tip. So now it deals even more damage over time, and it cripples even harder. I appreciate that, Deej. I really do. You're pretty cool yourself.
Finders keepers.
Grab the stab synth, automatically retaliate when injured. Okay. Now let's head back to the shotgun range and see if we can't get that final prize.
Kid takes a little personal time for just him and his favorite musket.
Alright, here we go.
Plenty of gourds to go around, even now. Marshals like to fine-tune their muskets to get better results.
There we go.
The best clear the course in just a few shots.
Scrap salvo. Not bad. In just 2 tries, I managed to get that. I figured the extra knockback would come in handy.
Kid probably could have made himself marshal one day.
I mean, if we remember his backstory right, he wanted to be. But then things happened. Let's see. Trip mine. Where is that? Here it is. Scrap salvo. A relentless series of blasts that overcompensate for the musket's slow rate of fire. Only once did the marshals resort to this technique, in the days following the war. Last but not least, the scrapyard. For those looking for an honest day's hard labor, we're always welcome here.
That's the scrapyard, where folks got to smash things and call it community service.
I get to break stuff and help my community? Sign me up!
The city's unwanted things all met their end in the yard.
Oh, I get to just break stuff.
Will do their time here, smashing things to bits.
Quickly destroy 100 things.
The quicker they worked, the sooner they could go. Folks learn to plant their feet and put their backs into it. Others would plot a course to navigate that sea of junk. A good day's smashing could feed a family for a week.
Second prize straight out of the gate. Oh, nice. Something heavy, something wrong. Something wrong. An upgrade material for a certain weapon. A flake of unusual rock, unseen prior to the calamity. It writhes at the slightest touch, yet feels like bone, only heavier. 27 seconds for the best time. Yikes.
Ever want to just smash things for a while? You know where to go.
Alright, now let's go upgrade my hammer. More damage. Even more damage.
A sail hammer's only as strong as its spine. That's a strong spine.
You do say it is sail hammer. I don't really like that. The way that's written, I would pronounce that as kale hammer. But okay. Sail hammer it is.
Kid pays another visit to the scrapyard for old time's sake.
Alright, 27 seconds.
Worked too slow and all you got was a sore back. Some folks invested their earnings to forge even better hammers.
Nope. I was too slow. By a couple of seconds, I was too slow. Whoops.
Working the yard did have its risks. Always plenty there for smashing.
Nope, still too slow. That was a little faster, but I gotta do it in 27 or less. That fall actually cost me. I know it did. If I hadn't fallen there, I would have probably did it. Oh, come on. I fell again? Are you kidding me?
The strongest, fastest folks earn more than their fair share.
Right down to the dot. But hey, I won.
The kids worked the yard before, but that time it just plain destroyed it.
Now, what did we get for that? Stunning Wallop. A crushing attack that stuns any foe unlucky enough to get in the way. The heaviest stonework on the rippling wall needed to be lodged in place with this move. Still think we're going to stick with the sword, the knife, and the trip mine, because those have gotten us really good results. Alright. The Pith Orchard. It should be nestled by the shrine to the god of commotion and order, which is the bull god. I think I remember the stranger mentioning something about that last time we did this.
No use praying to the gods these days. No time for it either.
I fell.
Kid says a little prayer anyway. Couldn't hurt, right? Pith Orchard. Place is a dead end in more ways than one. Folks used to make pilgrimage here, pay their respects to Pith, the bold.
Well, not going that way, I guess.
Well, the gods are long gone now, and the orchard core is long gone too.
Uh-oh. It's one of those bulls.
Kid gives that old bull what's coming to him.
I can't break it for some reason. Ooh, shiny. Plush Pith.
The gods don't care about trinkets, but the kid ain't no god.
A memento, a machine-stitched likeness of the god of commotion and order. As the people of Caelondia grew more self-reliant, they grew less fearful of the gods, and turned them into commodities. Aw, that plushie's actually kind of cute. That bull's gonna get up and attack me, isn't it?
Pith stood for something once. Something real. In time, though, the bull stopped being a symbol and started being decoration. He couldn't even save his loyal subjects.
There's our final upgrade for our shotgun.
Pith makes a decent scarecrow, at least.
I don't like this.
Then Pith lights up like a rodeo. Ain't easy punching through his hide. Kid breaks him to bits.
There we go.
Must have been guarding that shrine.
The shrine.
So what'll it be? Invoke the gods? Or tell them off?
Hence, a Colby. Lamine, Pith, Jevel, Garmuth, Olak, Mysia, Rothus, and Udrig. They're all gods. Pith, god of commotion and order. Foes shall grow quicker to move and to strike. The wakeful bull, patient yet temperamental, adorns the city walls with his likeness.
Pith.
10% extra fragments and 10% extra EXP. Foes shall grow quicker and to move and strike. Nah, renounce the gods. I'm not really interested.
You don't need favors from the likes of Pith.
I don't really need the extra EXP right now.
Alive, they must be plenty sore.
You know what? Why not? I'll invoke the debuff just to see what happens. How much tougher does that make the enemies?
Kid ain't never seen windbags that quick. Maybe old Pith put a scare in him.
They definitely move faster, that's for sure. Oh, that bull's gonna come back alive now, isn't it? There we go.
Pith's trial, and he's richer for it.
You know what? I think I'll go ahead and leave the Bull God's curse on. It doesn't impact the enemies that much, like I thought it was going to. And the extra EXP is actually pretty nice. Ow.
Kid ain't found the core. At least he found Zulf's precious shrine.
No shrine here, huh? Okay, that's fine. Visit the shrine to access greater challenges and greater rewards.
Now we can build a shrine of our own, though I got some alternatives in mind.
The shrine. Plans for a facility whose sacred idols may bring fortune or ruin. Just need a place to build it. Whether the gods will help or hinder in the wake of the calamity is anyone's guess. Plush Plith. Ask Zulf about the plush toy from the Pith Orchard. Would you like to hang on to this? The Uda people worship the same gods as us, after all.
Zulf doesn't touch the thing. Says the god of commotion is no children's toy.
Plush Plith. Talk about the plush toy from the Plith Orchard. The gods didn't bother to stop the calamity, did they?
The Ura feared the gods. We turned them into toys, put their faces on our walls.
Oh, look at their little plushie. That thing is so cute.
Turn them round and round all you like. Pith's still gonna be ugly.
That's funny.
Come on, give the little tiger a break.
Oh. I love this game's sense of humor so much. Looks like we're done here. Langston River, core detected. It was last seen halfway down the riverbank in the shadow of Prosper's Bluff.
That's the Langston River. Used to cut all the way to the wild. Think it was bad then. The Langston River flowed free and wild till the calamity drank it all up.
Ouch.
Maybe all that water just grew wings and flew off.
Silly, water doesn't grow wings. Man, that's a lot of stab weed.
Riverbank swarming with windbags. They're so bent on finding the core, they hardly notice the kid. Lucky for him, a certain famous ferry barge is still afloat.
Oh no. No, no, no. I'm not touching that switch with all this stab weed on this boat. I'm getting rid of all the stab weed first.
Weepin' Nellie. She sends some squirts crying home as she leaves port. Maybe Nellie knows the way to the core. Maybe she can slip right past all the clamor on the coast. Or maybe not. The security skiff pulls up portside. Nellie's just another windbag to those guns. Just then, the windbags notice who she's sailing with. They try to cut her off. They try to slow her down. They try to knock her out. Well, Weepin' Nellie tries harder. Try as she might, though, she hits a snag. Kid's gotta help her get untangled. Favors for favors.
Okay. I mean, I did Deej, but I shot all the stab weed first. I don't like stab weed.
At least she picked a good spot for a break, because the core's right there.
Ooh, the arsenal. But we don't really need it. Boink.
Then the kid hears an unusual sound, like 100 flapping wings. They've been watching his every move. Peckers.
That's an unfortunate name for a bird.
They had their own eyes on the core. But why? Well, kid ain't got time to think it over just yet. He finds Weepin' Nellie raring to go.
Well, those turrets are on my
She's
side.
got a special surprise for when the waters get rough.
2 flamethrower turrets. Nice.
She's gonna need a little help with all them pickers. Crafty things think they're king of the roost now.
That is truly an unfortunate name for a bird.
Like these. Security skiffs keep on coming starboard side. Don't seem to care what they shoot, as long as they hit something.
Okay, come on. Hit the...
Windbags getting even better idea. They aim to smash with the nails and splinters. Well, it all proves too much for poor Nelly.
Uh-oh. We're gonna crash!
She's just gotta make one last stop.
Ow!
Last breath. Nelly gets the kid to solid ground. Solid ground in picker country. They want that core real bad. Seems Calamity ain't hurt the pickers' appetites. Kid shoes them off, knowing they'll be back. Know how many times Kid nearly fell off the bars back there? A good couple of times. Now, listen close. You should remember this next part. Why go to Prosper Bluff?
Ow!
Used to take an enterprising man or a plain old fool to venture out that far. The city was the most beautiful place in the world. We all knew that. But on the other hand, some folks just yearn to see the things they're told they can't. And that's why you go to Prosper Bluff, ain't it?
Oh, interesting. Those pink flowers are filled with some kind of hallucinogenic. Darn birds.
There, the kid hears something he ain't heard in a long while.
Oh, well.
How's it go again? Yeah, that's the one.
I hear music. Ooh. Hold on a minute. Oh, damn, the music's already turned all the way up. Whoop. She's got a really pretty singing voice. This song is pretty, but it sounds so sad.
Well, no point explaining what happens next, right? Suffice it to say, kid ain't coming home empty-handed.
Hidebound journal. Oh, now you can really hear it. Whoa. Hidebound journal, a memento, a worn book handwritten in traditional Ura script. Amid the scrawled notes, the book contains various indecipherable scientific diagrams, drawings, and mathematical formulas. This is so pretty.
And besides, it's like the song goes.
She's the one singing. I'm just gonna sit for a minute so we can listen to this.
Someday those tears are gonna spill. So build that wall and build it strong, 'cause we'll be there before too long. Gonna build that wall up to the sky. Gonna build that wall up to the sky. Someday your bird is gonna fly. Gonna build that wall until it's done. Gonna build that wall until it's done. But now you've got nowhere to run. So build that wall and build it strong, 'cause we'll be there before too long.
That's why I wanted to just listen to her sing for a little bit. Especially since we're this close, we can hear it clear as day. What a beautiful song, but it's very sad. Very melancholy. Almost like a lament of times gone by.
I dig my hole, you build a wall.
They'll be here before too long.
Oh.
We darn near celebrated when the kid got back, didn't we?
She's pretty.
Zolf never thought he'd see a fellow Ura again. become fast friends, Calamity has that effect on people. But there was more to be done. There was one last core to find.
Okay, if this is the design detail they're going with, I only just now kind of noticed it. You notice something interesting here, Deej? Check out the Solondians and then compare them to the Ura. The Ura have very pale skin, and so far the two we've seen have dark black hair. Meanwhile, me and the stranger, both from Solondia, not only have tan skin, but pure white hair. Isn't that interesting? That might be a coincidence, I don't know, but it's a nice design detail. Nice touch.
The trappers. Daring bunch of fools. They'll be missed.
Defeat 10 or more foes in a single well-placed shot. Defeat 3 foes with a single well-timed power shot. Deliver a crushing blow to a foe for at least 70 damage.
I've asked a lot of the kid, but this is something he's done on his own.
Zia! That's her name. The singer. Talk to Zia about the ancient spices from the melting pot. Eating this stuff was like a rite of passage in the city. Did the Ura like it?
Most of the Ura never got a taste of Ceylondia's fine goods. Unless they were born and raised in the city like Zia here.
Offer Zia the bronze spyglass from the sundown path. Not much to see out there beyond the Bastion, but maybe you'll find something.
Sure, the world's all gone to pieces farther than the eye can see. But leave it to this gal to point out the amazing view.
The Marshal's Badge. Ask Zia about the Marshal's Badge from Cinderbrick Fort. Did the Marshals ever give you any trouble? You seem worried whenever you see this badge.
Girl tried to run away from home one time. But the Marshals stopped that, didn't they?
Hidebound Journal. Ask Zia about the journal from her campgrounds. Traditional Uda script was outlawed in the city. Is this your handwriting?
So many secrets in there and she can't even read it. Her father's own journal.
Ah, that belonged to her old man. Maybe Zulf can read it then. Ask Zulf about the journal from Zia's campground. What do you make of these drawings and diagrams? Isn't this written in your native language?
A scientific journal written in Zulf's native tongue. He learned so much from it. Too much.
Okay, so he could read it. Oh, Rux! Rux is the name of the stranger. He's actually got a name now. Ask about the journal from Zia's campground. Can you read any of this? Do these charts and formulas mean anything to you?
If only I'd known half the secrets of the Calamity were tucked away in that book. I'd have worked to translate it right away.
Oh. Well, that's kind of stinking important. Of course, how are we supposed to know that? It's weird there being no music here right now other than the crowing of the birds.
Kid's surprised when I tell him there's only one core left. I shouldn't have believed it either.
Alright, let's get the shrine placed.
Behold, the Pantheon.
Akobi, goddess of oath and abandon. Foes shall have vengeance in the throes it defeat. No one bound the chastened maid save for herself. Her shackles are of her own design.
Akobi.
5% extra shards and 5% extra EXP. Well, yeah, you know what? We'll take the penalties from both of the gods right now.
The gods never liked competing for people's affections. We tracked the final core beyond the city to the wilds.
The wild outskirts. An expeditionary team aimed to use it to tame these lands, but went missing.
That's the edge of the wilds, where Jawson and his boys disappeared. The wild unknown. Place can eat a man alive. Place is so raw, even the Calamity couldn't cook it. Not all of it.
Alright. Hidden stash. Dueling pistols!
Better than having a slinger pistol in a fight. Having two.
Oh,
Kids
hell
fast on
yeah!
a slinger with those guns. Savage things lurking at every turn. Pin cushions ain't the worst of it either.
Oh, hell yeah! I think I just found my new toy.
Good thing pin cushions can't see where they're shooting. Pecker's got the core, like they're building a Bastion of their own. The welcoming committee scrambles to attention. Didn't expect the kid so soon. They shouldn't have let their guard down.
Mine.
Getting that core was one thing. Getting out's gonna be another. He digs his way out of the clearing, but the wilds won't let him go without a fight.
Ooh. Now, I like this music track. This is like something you'd hear in like an old wild saloon town.
Flowers survive the Calamity. It toughened them up. Best take it real slow when pin cushions are afoot.
I can't wait to power up these pistols. And I like that the reload animation is him just spinning the pistols around like a trick shot. They're not very accurate, though.
Don't ever turn your back on a pin cushion. Kid's roused up half the wilds by now. Then kid gets the feeling he's being watched. Not by me, by a lunkhead.
Hang on a minute. There's more to the wilds here than it looks like, so we're not going quite that way just yet.
A handful of windbag shipments made it out this far. Kid's seen the last of them.
I think this is one of my favorite music tracks in the game so far. I love how this sounds.
And lunkheads ain't fond of two-legged animals.
Ah, so that's how you fight these things. Badoom! Heavy armor? No problem.
Sees a smooth black stone coughed up by the calamity. Be seeing plenty more. Hardly any signs of the old Jocelyn camp. The Wild's already reclaimed this place. Pow gives a wallflower a taste of its own medicine. He's anxious to get back.
Did we get everything here already? Ah! Something greasy. An upgrade material for the dueling pistols. That's the rattletail oil. Okay. That's really all there is here, huh? Interesting.
All too easy to lose one's way out in the wilds.
I'm not lost, I'm looking around. Big difference. I am not. I know exactly where I'm going.
After all, he's got the final core. His journey's over, right? Well, no. It ain't. Not by a long shot.
Zia shares Zulf's Ura ethnicity, but unlike him, she was born and raised in Caelondia.
Kid knows something's up when we ain't there to give a warm welcome. See, Zulf and I were just wrapping up a heated discussion.
Don't do that.
Zulf can barely muster the words. The calamity failed, he says. But I will not.
You gotta be shitting me.
Zulf leaves us here, alone.
Fractured monument. A memento. Evidence of Zulf's rage against the Bastion. Something brought out a flash of violence in the man. He attacked Rux and severely damaged the monument, then fled in anger. That bastard! Ask Zia about the altercation with Zulf. Are you alright? What exactly did Zulf do?
When Zulf got through reading that journal, he just snapped. Started smashing up the monument till I tried to stop him.
Ask about the altercation with Zulf. Are you hurt? What happened back there?
Zulf cursed the city, Cursed the Bastion. Cursed me. Said he was going home. Zolf banged up the monument pretty bad. But there's a way to put her back together. The shards. We're gonna need all of them to nurse the Bastion back to health. The city brought the shards to the wilds. Now the kid's gonna bring them back.
Jawson's Bog. It rests somewhere in this fetid, overgrown marsh known for driving men mad.
The less said about Jawson Bog, the better. That place will eat your mind.
Slinger's Range. Bounty hunters longing to explore the wild unknown were wise to train here first. Whee! Ow. Before we go in there... Expanded cylinders. Oversized firing cylinders that minimize time spent reloading and maximize time spent shooting. Bullet scatter eliminated. Vacuum-sealed firing cylinder provides superior accuracy with every shot. Yes!
Takes a lot of moving pieces to make a dependable sidearm.
Speed loader chamber. Ultra-light bullet chambers built to load and unload quickly at no expense to stopping power. High caliber chambers. Heavy-duty bullet chambers made for use against larger targets, but no less useful against small ones. High caliber chamber.
He's made a right comfortable bed for all those bullets.
Dueling pistols, dual range weapons, variable fire rate limited by the user's own speed. Small enough to be used in a pair, these pistols grew in popularity beyond the wall as Ura ambush is mounted.
Want to stay alive in the wilds? Pack a pair of pistols and a good blade.
Oh, see now, check this out, Deej. This is interesting. I didn't notice this before. Each of the different symbols of the gods not only has their own symbol in the middle, but look at the altar. Each altar has their own, like, little significant art piece as well. Like, take Hensi, for example. That looks like the face of a woman, and she's all scarred. That says to me that's the look of a warrior. And, Lemaine? This dude looks like an older man, but his symbol appears to be a hammer. That's super neat, actually. I like that. And this one, Olak? This is a spinning pinwheel, and he looks almost like a young boy. This is so cool. What's this? Duel Decider. A single swift, devastating shot aimed straight for the foe's most vulnerable part. The practice of dueling soon ceased after the slingers unveiled this trick. Oh, and these are the god altars. Jevel, god of health and atrophy. Foes shall gain resistance to physical harm. Half the Tower Keeper's face is that of youth in his prime, and the other half an old man. Hensi, goddess of pain and pleasure. Foes shall strike with greater ferocity. They say the veiled widow is smiling beneath her robes, her body all scratches and scars.
It wasn't fixed. It was unbroken.
Oh, her symbol's a thorned rose. That is very reminiscent of like Blasphemous. Like the rose wreathed in thorns. That's really cool.
Hensa.
Hensa, that's how you say her name. You know what? Sure. We'll apply the penalty. Why not? I got no reason not to, at least for now. Until the game makes me sit down, I'm not going to. Oh, shoot. I should have activated the info tab for that. That's fine.
You have to think fast to survive the wilds, and none thought faster than the slingers. They could shoot their pistols with the speed of a machine.
Hello, yes, I am Zoff Machine. I can shoot fast. Destroy the targets quickly.
They knew just when to start shooting and when to stop. Those pistols could spit out rounds just as quick as you could pull the trigger. Learning to hold your fire could be its own challenge. No matter how fast you are, you can always get faster.
Second place, not bad. 700 or more. I almost had that first try. If I hadn't stopped to shoot that one target and just let the auto fire do its thing, I probably would have made it.
Well, even the slingers weren't quick enough to escape the calamity. Slinger range is where the city's quickest pistoliers put themselves to the test.
I'll get it this time.
The slingers could plug you full of holes faster than you could say draw. The slingers like to edge each other out using customized pistols. Eventually, it all comes down to reflexes. I gotta say,
Got it.
kid's the fastest shot I ever seen.
Slinger Storm.
He blew through slinger range like it was nothing.
Earn glory on the proving grounds. Earn first prize in the required number of proving grounds. That's all 7. 5,000 shards.
The dynasty, to the families of the city, all reunited.
Birthright meant little in Ceylondia, a city in which standing could be earned through achievement. The valediction, a symbiotic gesture at best. Nonetheless, the memorial pays homage to the way things used to be. Unafraid of the wild, they risked their lives to bring great wealth to the city. The trappers. The menders, respected but not envied, they ensured the city stood in excellent shape. The gravers, they never failed to bring the city's justice down on those who sought to flee from it. I'm almost actually done with a bunch of these. Half the Tower Keeper's face is that of a youth in his prime, the other an old man. God of health and atrophy. Foes shall gain resistance to physical harm. That one I don't think I'm going to trigger. At least not right now. I need to see how hard the enemies are going to hit now that they've got, Hensey's buff, behind them, before I decide to increase their armor. Let's see. Bullets ricochet on contact. Wild powder. An experimental repellent that somehow causes the bullets to bounce from target to target. Cauldron powder. +1 target penetration per shot. A controversial propellant that produces so much force it causes the bullets to cut straight through the target. Bullets? Bouncing bullets?
That ought to give those dueling pistols a little extra kick.
Of course. Oh. That must mean we might be able to get some more upgrades. It may not stop at only 3. It looks like we could potentially get 5 or 6. Tactical stock. Reduced penalty to long-range damage. A custom stock that enhances the musket's performance across its effective range. Assault stock. Plus 33% faster reload. A military-grade stock designed to reduce downtime between shots.
To master the musket, you gotta get rid of the recoil.
In that case, let's increase the range, damage, and spread. No, increased range, reduced spread, increased damage, and then reduce the penalty for long-range attacks. That should give that gun quite a bit more kick. So it looks like there's 1, 2, 3, 4... 5 weapons that we have yet to find. I like these dueling pistols a lot. Let's really take these bad boys for a spin. Ceylon... Oh, I couldn't read that.
Zolf's little episode. Kid sets off in search of shards. First stop, Jawson Bog. You'll get lost in that bog, I told the kid, and I won't be able to guide you back. Well, I let him go. What else could I do? What could any of us do?
Ugh. This place is
Zolf
creepy.
put us in a real bind. Hurt the Bastion bad. But the shards can make it better. They're like smaller doses of the core's medicine.
Oh, I hit one of those hallucinogenic flowers.
Shame the only place to fill that prescription is out here in the wilds. This place is intoxicating.
Uh-oh, we're going on a bad trip. The wild unknown spans much of the continent, tempting the city with its riches and mysteries.
Don't know where he's gone. Might be gone for good for all I know.
Looks like they're playing the song again.
He is. Somewhere
Ow!
I never want to go.
Ooh, that hurt! Ow!
Out.
Hello. The siren.
The dead welcome him with open arms. Kid pops him good.
The enemies are definitely way more dangerous. That improved damage is kind of nuts.
That a survivor? No, ma'am. It's a lonesome ghost of a gas fella. What do you say to a kid who's seen too much?
Surrender.
I'm Zolf of Liura. Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Oh, my eyes.
Kid see something stranger still. Did anybody else survive? Sure enough, he finds
Ow.
peckers, lunkheads, wallflowers, pincushions, vine apples, swamp weeds, ankle gators. There is no way out.
I died. Like, I died. Man, that damage boost is crazy. Let's exit back to the main menu and let's try again. I think that idol I'm gonna turn off. That damage boost is a little too crazy. Ow.
Javel.
Let's see what the physical damage boost does instead. And also, here we go. Oh, yeah, I looked at that one. Here it is, the other one. Slinger Storm, a rapid-fire frenzy of countless bullets. The Slingers perfected this skill as proof of how quick their trigger fingers were. Trip mine. And I'm not a big fan of those ricochet shots as much as I thought I'd be, so let's go with the Cauldron Powder instead. The increased bullet penetration might actually be better for me. Alright, let's try that again.
After Zolf's little episode, Kid sets off in search of shards. First stop, Jawson Bog. You'll get lost in that bog, I told the kid, and I won't be able to guide you back. Well, I let him go. What else could I do? What could any of us do?
I do too, dude. He's one of the best parts of the game besides the music.
Zolf put us in a real bind. Hurt the Bastion bad.
Like, he really is perfect for this kind of game.
But the shards can make it better. They're like smaller doses of the core's medicine. Shame the only place to fill that prescription is out here in the wilds. This place is intoxicating.
Alright, let's try this again. This time I think we'll win. The enemies might take a lot longer to kill, but We'll figure it out.
Might be gone for good, for all I know.
So the enemies are faster, they'll take more damage, they'll take more hits to kill, and they'll leave some kind of explosive residue behind when they die. Ooh, that's a lot of explosions. Easy enough. I like this music track a lot, too.
Welcome him with open arms. Kid pops him good.
Oh yeah, this I can handle. This isn't nearly as bad.
No, ma'am. It's a lonesome ghost of a gas fella.
The extra HP on the enemies is kind of a bugger, but it's not so bad. That's what the poison in the cripple is for.
Peter's seen too much. I'm Zolf of Liura. Pleased to make your acquaintance. Now the kid sees something stranger still.
This music track I really like. It really fits like the trippy, dreamlike atmosphere going on here. This is very cool.
Peckers, lunkheads, wallflowers, pincushions, vine apples, swamp weeds, ankle gators.
Ow. Okay, that HP, that armor increase is very noticeable, especially with the heavy enemies. Those damn birds get the most out of it, it looks like.
Now the Bastion can send him even farther into the wild unknown.
Oh,
Kid sets foot inside one of Celandia's famous watering holes.
the soul regrets.
He has the nerve to flash the shield he stole. He's a petty thief. The security's just off the street.
Ooh, that's a lot of dudes. Whew. Okay, now the game feels like a challenge. It was feeling pretty easy before, but...
He failed. Would you look at what he did to poor old Rondi, the bartender? Proper story's supposed to start at the beginning. It's so simple with this one. Now here's a kid whose whole world's alright. snoozing there on a rock in the sky.
This is
He wakes up.
freaking
I'm
trippy.
just fooling.
I don't know how I
He sees
feel
what's
about
left of
this.
rippling walls. Years of work undone in an instant. He sees what's left of Pith, the bull.
Oh, look at all the bull plushies.
Gods, they're all undone. He sees what's left of his lifelong friend.
Oh god, it's me.
His friend, he's come undone too.
I'm sorry, me.
He sees what's left undone.
Now where am I? Oh, I hate that. The narrator's humming that song we heard earlier. Oh, do I just have to put the ore inside the cart? Take wood, place wood, and rest. So... what the hell was all that?
Thought we'd lost him, but he finally comes to.
Ugh.
The shard ain't lost either. Not anymore. Now to find a ticket out of this hole. Disgusting things.
That's a word for it. I'll take that black tonic, thank you.
Ever heard of a lung blossom?
What the hell is that
Bigger
thing?
than the stories say. The breath on that thing, like a scumbag's run a leak. Bootlickers dig their nasty thorns into his heels. They say one whiff of lung blossom can make you lose your mind.
I hate this thing. It's awful.
Well, a kid prunes it down to size somehow.
Woo! Clearly.
Mother only knows what happened in the bog. Kid never much cared to speak of it.
I wouldn't want to talk about what I saw in there either, honestly.
A shard is like a poor man's core, but beggars can't be choosers. That's it. A few more shards like that, and we'll be back in business. A single shard can breathe new life into this place.
Oh, building upgrades.
The shard's got enough juice to spruce up any of these places.
Use the shards to upgrade the forge. The True Forge grants access to 2 additional upgrade tiers, unlocking the full potential of each weapon. The True Arsenal grants access to the Trapper Snare, a powerful secret skill. The True Lost and Found grants access to additional inventory, including new spirits. The True Memorial grants access to a variety of new vigils in remembrance of the calamity. The True Shrine grants access to new idols to the most elusive members of the Pantheon. The True Distiller grants access to potent spirits from the Private Reserve. Weapon upgrades. We're definitely going for that first.
Ain't saying much, but that's the greatest forge in all the city.
What are these new upgrades? Sail Fletching. Powerful, well-crafted arrows in the tradition of the Celandian Breakers. Ura Fletching. Arrows cause damage over time. Effects stacked with the Scumbag arrows. Undeniably effective serrated arrows fletched in the tradition of the Ura Huntsman.
Arrows like that can practically find their own way.
Oh yeah, we leveled up before, so now we can actually put in a new, Considering I'm taking a lot more damage, I think that Stab Synth would actually be a good idea.
Stab Synth is like drinking a cool breeze. Just don't go spitting needles everywhere. The city tried to use the shards to stake out the wilds. So much for that plan.
Rothus Lagoon. Folktales say this is where the legendary Anklegator Queen resides.
Rothus Lagoon. Even the brushers stopped going there. Didn't like being eaten.
Anklegators are nearly extinct through folktales say something. I couldn't read all that.
Anklegators used to roam the wilds, and they nested at Rothus Lagoon. Many a tale folks used to scare their children straight originated here.
Oh, that's fucking nice. We're entering something out of a children's nightmare. Sure. Ow. Bruh. There we go.
All kinds of beasts but don't know up from down. Still lurking about.
Damn birds. I hate these things. Sneaky decoy.
Only the city's brushers knew their way around the lagoon. These beasts, they don't like company. Can't be hasty in a place like this.
I hate these birds.
Even the brushers learned to fear this place. They used to think that ankle gators were extinct. Well, they ain't. One of them's been living in the tall grass. They called her Queen Anne. Turns out Queen Anne got a hold of a shard. Ankle gators love shiny things.
That stab synth isn't as good as I thought it was going to be. It only works on melee attacks, because the burst of needles is only in close range. Unfortunate.
The lagoon's got plenty of other dangers, of course.
What is that?
Know what smells worse than an ankle gator's breath? A stinkweed. Can't fight Queen Anne without the proper tools. Ain't time for pecker hunting, but the kid can't resist.
Damn birds. Ooh!
Brushers use that
Brusher's
to keep
pike.
their distance around here. Now the kid can do the same. They say you can't hurt an ankle gator unless it's raining, and it ain't raining. Sharp sticks make Queen Anne nervous, so she backs off a bit.
Oh, that's horrifying. I just saw her horn underneath the ground. This is so silly. It feels like I'm hunting crocodiles in the bayou. That's what this music even reminds me of. I can think of a lot of things. Clowns, for example. Don't do that.
Those pin cushions have been living off the ankle gator scraps.
You are not.
fit down some of these narrow paths.
Deej, come on, man.
Queenie leads the kid into some kind of twisted trap. One bad step in that tall grass and it's Queen Anne's lunch. He holds his ground. Seems the Queen's running out of options.
Oh, that is horrific. I hate that I can just see her moving under the grass.
The closer you get to an ankle gator's lair, the thicker the tall grass grows. Kid's gotta make a run for it.
Oh, boy.
Those leaping lunkheads don't like Queen Anne any better than the kid. Bad idea
Yup.
to walk in gator grass.
She got me. Whew. So anywhere I step into the tall grass, she can attack me. Alright. It's easy enough, I suppose. Just means I gotta bait her attack out.
He must have scared a bunch of beggars out of hiding.
They're just as vulnerable to her as I am. So if they get too close, they're gonna get attacked too. She doesn't seem to care what she hits, as long as she hits something.
Seems even stinkweeds know to stay away from the Queen.
Nope, I gotta go. If I'm too long in the Queen's nest, she will absolutely attack me. Ankle gator egg!
They don't much care for their young. That's why there ain't many around.
A memento, a very large and heavy egg, and its occupant sounds to be alive. Ankle gators were thought to be extinct because their eggs took decades to hatch and were easy prey. The Calamity must have unearthed this one.
Wanna know how to find an ankle gator lair? They use a kid as bait. Now she's coming for him. She's got nowhere else to go. The shard's sitting in plain view. They say if you run across an ankle gator, you better keep running.
Stupid fucking birds! I hate these things! Let's see if we can't kill her.
She's starting to get annoyed.
Of course, they riddled the whole battlefield with traps. Here she comes. Why did I fall there? It looks like that ground is solid. What? Dude, what the hell? That ground looks solid. That's bullshit. I'm gonna die. She's getting faster.
Made her mad.
Her pattern's getting a lot more erratic, too.
Want to get eaten by an ankle gator?
Damn!
You know where to go.
That sucks. Ow. The pistols just ain't working here against these damn birds. I need something with a little bit more kick. Let's see. I think this is where we're gonna bust out the musket. The war machete I think will keep, but... I think instead of the trip mine, we'll use the grenade. This is shitty. The stab synth is not working, so... We'll do the Bastion bourbon. Plus 2 health tonic capacity, and health tonics fully restore health.
If you're feeling low, count on the buttery flavor of our own Bastion bourbon.
I think we can keep the debuffs. That's fine. That's not really, like... That's not really causing me any problems. It's my own shit play that's causing me issues. Alright, let's try that again. This is definitely more of a challenge, that's for sure.
Rothus Lagoon. That ain't the sort of place you'd want to go by choice. Many a tale folks used to scare their children straight originated here. All kinds of beasts what don't know up from down, still lurking about.
Oh yeah, that gets rid of those birds nice and clean.
Only the city's brushers knew their way around the lagoon. These beasts, they don't like company.
Hello? Why are you not hitting the frog? There we go. Oh my god, I hate these birds!
Even the brushers learn to fear this place. They used to think that ankle gators were extinct. Well, they ain't. One of them's been living in the tall grass. They called her Queen Anne. The lagoon's got plenty of other dangers, of course. Turns out Queen Anne got a hold of a shard. Ankle gators love shiny things. Know what smells worse than an ankle gator's breath? The stinkweed. Can't fight Queen Anne without the proper tools. The brushers use their pikes to keep their distance around here. Now the kid can do the same. They say you can't hurt an ankle gator unless it's raining. And it ain't raining. Sharp sticks make Queen Anne nervous, so she backs off a bit. Most of those peckers are smart enough to stay out of Queen Anne's way.
Guess it's a good thing I came up here. I missed this the first time we passed through the swamp.
Kid's got a mean throwing arm.
Oh, you can toss the pike, too. Good to know.
Those pin cushions been living off the ankle gator's scraps. hand can't fit down some of these narrow paths.
Oh, the stinkweed functions like poison. The longer you stand in the gas cloud, the more damage you take. And it makes you woozy.
Queenie leads the kid into some kind of twisted trap. One bad step in that tall grass and it's Queen Anne's lunch.
You act like I'm trying to get hit.
He holds his ground. Seems the Queen's running out of options. Still no sign of the shard.
One problem with the shotgun, and it's something I don't like, it doesn't have an auto-aim like the other ranged attacks do.
The closer you get to an ankle gator's lair, the thicker the tall grass grows. Kid's gotta make a run for it. Those leaping lunkheads don't like Queen Anne any better than the kid.
There we go.
Queenie must have scared a bunch of peckers out of hiding. Seems even stinkweeds know to stay away from the Queen. Ankle gators don't much care for their young. That's why there ain't many around. Want to know how to find an ankle gator lair? They use a kid as bait.
Alright. Let's try this again. I think now we can kill her.
She's coming for him. She's got nowhere else to go. The shard's sitting in plain view. They say if you run across an ankle gator, you better keep running. She's starting to get annoying.
Alright. That removes all the hazards. Whee!
And now he's made her mad.
Got her.
Rest in peace, Queen Anne. That was for the brushers.
Whew. Okay.
He's got it, and he's home free.
Let's get the hell out of
He's done
here.
what needed to be done.
Nice. She got the better of me once, but
Queen Anne's reign is over. We even got a crown jewel.
now, what building to
Well, I
upgrade
troubled for a
next?
single shard, but you know what? It was worth it.
I think we should upgrade the merchant next. Get more stuff to mess with.
We need an awful big lost and found under the circumstances.
Ask about the ankle gator egg. Ask Zia about the massive egg from Rothus Lagoon. Do you think an ankle gator could be tamed?
That gator's a crazy gal, but so is the gal who promised to look after her.
Oh, that's cute. I can have the ankle gator follow me. That's awesome. Ask about the massive egg from Rothus Lagoon. Ever seen anything like this before?
They said Queen Anne was just a folktale. Now there's living proof she ain't.
Yes, very living proof, because I have my own ankle gator. Here, girl. That is so cool. Though it is kind of unnerving having this massive horn following me around.
Well, she's cute now. Just you wait.
Mailbox?
Still no mail. Go figure.
Huh. Oh my. Okay, hang on a minute. Pike Vault. A dexterous trick with which the wielder leaps into the sky to crash down on an unsuspecting foe. The brushers... The brushers adapted this maneuver from great war stories passed down from older generations. Then each of these is a weapon material that we've already seen in one way, shape, or form. Bull Brandy, plus 15% damage resistance. A vicious beverage brewed as an offering to Pith, known for promoting longevity and resistance to pain. Graver Gimlet, plus 5% chance to turn Zealous after defeating a foe. While Zealous, gain 200% damage for 3 seconds. Photosensitive beverage with a mild chalky flavor, brewed underground. Potent effects come and go unpredictability. Leech Aid. Gain some health by striking foes. Side effect, minus 66% health tonic potency. An intense sour flavor known for its invigorating effects. Bitter taste lingers for hours. Mender's Mead. Gain some health by counterblocking with the Bullhead Shield. Filled with herbs and vitamins that promote wellness. Fragrant Herbal Bouquet. We're grabbing the Bull's Brandy for sure. And then every single upgrade material if I can afford them all. Which I can. Then we'll grab the Mender's Mead, and that ought to do it. I'm not quite level 5 yet, but the next time I do get the chance, the bull brew is the one we're going to use. Brusher's Pike. Thrusting melee weapon. A powerful medium-range weapon that can also be thrown. Fearless Ceylonian huntsmen use the business end of these beauties to prod the capabilities of the flora and fauna lurking beyond the city's walls. Sneaky Decoy. A decoy kit that draws foes' attention, rendering its owner nearly invisible and setting up for a critical strike. The Brushers caught many a target unaware with this technique. We're gonna go with... I still think we're gonna go with a grenade.
Want to keep the wilds at bay? Pack yourself a musket and a pike.
However, the pike's okay, but until we get some upgrades in it, I'm using my sword. Something pointy. Oh, this is for the Brusher's Pike. I see. Something greasy. Tranquilizer Barrel. Bullets cripple foes. Gun barrel that secretes a tranquilizing agent, causing each shot to reduce the target's speed. Haunting Barrel. Effect stacks the high caliber barrel. Maximize the strength of the gun barrel. The gun barrel is built to achieve superior muzzle velocity and stopping power. And for the repeater, Reinforced Piston. Plus 50% damage. Effect stacks with the heavy bolts. A reinforced firing mechanism propels bolts with superior force. Multi-Piston. Improved firing rate, wider attack spread. The effect stacks the Flurry Bolt. A custom-tuned firing mechanism overrides firing rate limitations. I'm going to go for the damage boost. The fact that that thing is accurate is what I like about it. Reinforced Shaft. Plus 15% critical hit chance. A sturdy length of Zolwood that provides superior striking capability. Hollow Shaft. Plus 50% faster throw speed reload. A light, pliable length of Zolwood perfectly balanced for throwing. Yeah.
To fix a Brusher's Pike, you just need a good length of knife bark.
Battle Grip. Thrust attacks cause knockback. A contoured grip designed for lunging thrusts and aggressive handling. And the Hunter's Grip. Plus 50% critical hit damage. A rugged grip that allows for a more powerful, more accurate strike. I would think I would rather go for the knockback. But I don't have enough for it yet, even if I wanted to. Whee!
The next charge should be farther out there in the wilds.
Point Lemaine. It's somewhere inside the city's largest outpost in the wild unknown.
Point Lemaine's Grand Rail once brought the riches of the wild right to our doorstep.
Camp Dunsey. The secretive Brushers explored the finer points of polearm combat in this training arena.
Over there's Camp Dunsey, where the Brushers steeled themselves for secret missions.
Sure, why not?
To prepare for the wilds, Ceylonia's Brushers practice at Camp Dunsey. Had to navigate a maze of pincushions with nothing but a pike.
Activate all 6 switches quickly.
It's a dangerous test for a dangerous job.
Oh, that's the reset switch.
health tonics were off limits at Camp Donsey. They said they made you weak. The rules said he couldn't use any fancy footwork, just your brains and your bite.
Where's that last switch?
Just getting through the course in one piece was an accomplishment.
Third prize. Next prize in under 90 seconds. Alright, let's go again.
The Brushers were Ceylandia's field agents, and their training was harsh. You had to find a path through the maze as quick as you could. One well-placed throw could take out several of those ugly critters.
Alright, and the last one is at the very end.
If you did all right at Camp Donsey, you got to go to the wilds.
Final prize is at what, 60 seconds, let me guess? Yup. That's what I thought. That sucks. I don't think we're ready to do that one just yet. I need a much stronger spear.
You can see why the Brushers prize those pikes of theirs.
Alright. Onward to the next challenge.
Know how Ceylandia became the richest city in the world? 2 words. Point Lemaine. If the wilds could ever be tamed, it was gonna happen right here. But now, the greatest outpost past the city line is nothing but a freak show. The Army's triggers once had the place on lockdown.
Army Carbine!
Kid might
Another
as well
gun!
pick up where they left off.
Single shot, high damage. High velocity.
Point Lemaine seen better days for sure, but it ain't done.
Takes a lot of time to spool up that shot, though. Time the enemies can absolutely spend tearing me a new asshole. Please don't. I only need one.
Whole place shudders in a fit.
Uh-oh.
The grand rail of Point Lemaine. Not only is it still there, it still works. Of course, it's no longer shipping hides and alloys and spices, but it can keep the kid alive. Just as long as he can stay clear of the trouble on the tracks.
This is the one track from this game I've heard. This track is called Spike in the Rail.
Grand rails all grown over with things the Calamity chewed up and spat out. Things eager to take back their turf. Kid lets a few of them slip by. Lunkheads settled in like they own the place.
I was wondering when we were going to hear this track in the game.
Takes fancy footwork on the rail, what with wallflowers, coughing fungus everywhere. Only one way to cure a cough like that.
Huh. Not how I expected that to go, but I guess it'll work.
Not much wiggle room up there near the rail. place used to be closed off, but now it's split open like a rotten pineapple. Of course, the Grand Rail's seen much more fighting in bygone times. Near on 50 years ago, first shots fired in the Ura-Celandian War. It was right here that Zolf's Ura forefathers decided to mix it up.
That's not fair. How come those plants can fly?
Okay, so maybe we didn't get their sign-off on the whole Grand Rail thing. That was bad. The rail must have shook the Ura to the bone down in those dens of theirs. Well, the rail won't last much longer now that the kid took the shard. It's still got one good run in store for him, though. All the rotten wood there on the rails turned it into swamp weed central. Ever tried dancing side to side while holding your breath? While shooting a genuine registered armored carbine? While choking on swamp weed? Peckers trying to prick you in the eye? Well, let me tell you, it ain't fun.
What is this bullfuckery?
But then, at last, it's the end of the line.
Oh!
You'll be picking swamp weed out of those boots for days.
I almost didn't make that.
Turns out he's got company up at the rail station, waiting for him. just another wallflower, a pincushion, mind you. At first, he thinks it's Zolf.
Oh, no. Oh, hello, friend. You are friend, correct?
Turns out he's wrong.
Survivor.
This is for you, says the man. Then wham.
Ow.
When the kid comes to, the man's long gone. But something else is there.
Sealed note.
The only words the kid recognizes on that parchment are for Zia.
A memento, a letter addressed to Zia. It appears to be written by Zolf, who must have found another Ura survivor to deliver the message. Maybe Zolf taught Zia enough of their native language to be able to read it.
Well, what's a kid to do? He took the shard, he took the hit, and he took that note.
The Ura once used mighty battering rams in an attempt to smash the rippling wall.
That note cuts straight to the heart of things, don't it?
Ask about the note left by the Ura messenger at Point Lemaine. It's meant for Zia. Isn't this Zolf's handwriting?
Zolf's messenger was one of his people. Wonder just how many of them survived. And what exactly Zolf told him.
Ceramic stockpot. Ask Zia about her ceramic stockpot. What did you do for food back when you were living in Prosper Bluff?
Finding gourmet ingredients ain't easy these days, but we'll take what we can get.
Ask Zia about the note left by the Uda messenger at Point Lemaine. Can you read this? It's addressed to you.
The note says it plain. Zia, go east to learn the truth about the calamity and our people. I'll be waiting. Sincerely, Zolf.
Alright.
Too late to unlock the potential of this place.
What now? I think we can upgrade the foundation.
Seems the gods recommended this place to all their friends.
Yudrig, god of impulse and bravery. Foes shall cause harm on physical contact. The morning stallion affects the wishes of all people upon the break of each new day. Lemaine, god of hope and despair. Foes shall induce sloth with each strike. Before each battle, soldiers pray that the Mason King grant them high morale. Breaching bullet, a special bullet that lodges itself into the target and explodes shortly thereafter. Some frowned on this device, but none denied its effectiveness.
The kid arrives just in time to sample Zia's famous cooking.
Oh,
He wolfs down too much too fast, and it all goes to his head.
we're in for another combat area. Next stop, who knows where? I probably should have switched my guns. That's
said a lot
unfortunate.
about the kid, but he ain't the only one wrapped up in all this.
You know what? Hang on a minute. We're going to do that really fast. We're gonna change the guns really quick because that carbine's nice, but it takes way too long to spool up. I don't like that gun, at least not right now. Besides, I want to read it. Army issue carbine, a high-powered ranged weapon, high damage output but heavy recoil, variable accuracy. The standard issue bolt action rifle of the Ceylondian Armed Forces, also known as the weapon that conquered the continent. Ah, the clockwork mechanisms is for the carbine. We don't have the materials for this. Power tuning. Bullets cause knockback. Elite military modification designed to improve stopping power. Speed tuning. Plus 30% speed while aiming. Tactical modification designed to enhance handling and mobility.
That's the way to make every shot count.
Marksman's Barrel, plus 50% aim speed. A light yet sturdy barrel built to enhance the user's ability to quickly line up a shot. Cavalry Barrel, plus 35% damage. A heavy alloy barrel offering superior muzzle velocity, ideal for use against sturdy targets. Marksman's Barrel, that gun spools up way too slow. Reinforced Spine was 100% increased critical damage. Effect stacks with the combat handle. A stronger ally spine distributes force more efficiently across the blade. Splint Spine, plus 1 blade per throw. Effect stacks with a launch handle. A custom spine conceals an additional blade used for a throwing attack.
Think the gods are gonna help?
Mysia, god of loss and longing. Fools shall regenerate from any injury. The Lord Mother gave away her heart. She bears the star of Celandia in its stead. Garmuth, god of purpose and folly. Foes shall deflect attacks on a whim. Despite his lack of sense, the crippling Duke gave counsel to the humble and the wise. I don't like either of these. These seem... Foes shall deflect attacks on a whim. So what, that means they can bounce my attacks back at them? Foes shall regenerate from any injury. I have no clue what that could mean.
Mysia. Garmuth.
Huh.
Udrig.
Yeah, I think that's fine. Enemies causing harm on contact is nothing new. It might rack up really quick, but that should be fine.
Last thing the gods are gonna do is make our lives easier. The shards are getting harder to find.
Caleford Cauldron. Here it simmers in this unstable area, which once pierced to the heart of the world.
No risk of Caleford Cauldron ever erupting again, they used to say. Guess they were wrong.
Trigger Hill. The Ceylonian army elite visited this place for training and competition.
That's Trigger Hill, where the army's elite became the finest marksmen in the land.
Alright, before we do any of that, we're going to do the combat gauntlet. And for this, I'm actually going to equip the trip mine. Because I don't know what kind of enemies we're going to face in there. Whee!
Just can't get enough of that good home cooking, can he? Knocks him into an uneasy sleep.
Alright.
What's he thinking? Well, let me see if I got this straight. I only heard it once. Once there was a normal Ura girl, but she wasn't born in the Tazzle terminals like the rest of her people. She was from Celandia.
Okay, so this is Zia's backstory.
were orphaned in the war, taken in and raised inside the city, on condition they would never return to the terminals. Refugees who came into the city had to stay for life. It was a way to reduce the risk of city secrets leaking out. Mama passed away from birthing complications, leaving the girl trapped inside that city with no one but her father. Father was sharper than a brusher's pike, so he got a job working for the city's mancers. His daughter barely saw him. Father told her nothing of her Ura heritage. He told her nothing of the Mancers. It's for your own good, he said. She took to studying the arts, learned more through music than history books, gained a knack for strings and songs. First, she tried to be like other girls, but her classmates spread word that her father was an Ura trader, selling out the city. One young man stood up for her, or so he led her to believe. He knew much of her heritage, and she grew fond of him.
Oh, crap.
convinced her to take him to her family den to meet her father. Spoke of how he wanted to meet a man from the terminals.
Seven.
When the young man greeted her father in the Ura's native language, her father flew into a fit of rage and threw them out.
Oh, you bastard!
The young man never told her that the Ura's native language is not to be used by foreigners. To do so is a terrible insult.
Oh, yes, we get to hear the song again.
It was then that she decided to escape. The two of them could flee the city together and go to the Tassel terminals. They would hide inside a garbage bin until it got ingested by a scumbag, then let him slosh on out of the city for disposal.
Uh-oh.
Succeeded, but the authorities were already there when that scumbag sidled up to the city walls. The young man had sent the authorities a tip, told them her father was using her to sell secrets to the Tassel terminals.
I'm just gonna let you kill your friend here while I hide.
She and her father were arrested for treason, but her father got a deal. Returned to work for the Mansers, and she
No.
free.
No, you may not. I really like this song.
Someday those tears are gone.
Before they parted ways for the last time, her father whispered a desperate plea. Hurry home to the den and lock yourself in.
Oh, not a lung flower! That's not good.
She did as she was told, and deep down underground inside that den, she found a journal written in her father's hand.
Uh-oh. This is gonna take a little while. I don't have a lot of health and I'm fighting 3 doppelgangers. Good thing I brought this shotgun.
The next day, the door to the den turned to ash. The girl came up for air, and she saw the calamity all around her.
Whew. I got lucky. That was mutually assured destruction right there. Whew.
When the kid wakes up, his world's still in pieces, just the way he left it.
So we got Zia's backstory too. We didn't really get as much out of that as I was kind of hoping we were going to. That trip mine's not really doing it for me anymore. The enemies are moving around too much. Maybe the mirror shield will work a little better. I'm coming across a lot of enemies that I just kind of need my shield in order to deal with. So...
Bull brandy is thicker than paint. Makes your skin feel as tough as knife bark.
Let's try the camp. We'll try this one more time.
prep for the course, the brushers could modify their pikes however they wanted.
I'm not gonna make it. Part of it is because the damn thing keeps targeting some of these things that I don't want them to hit.
Every pincushion, just the ones in the way. Sometimes the course was brutal.
I mean, it doesn't really matter. I'm way over par anyway. Ah, you can change targets, but it's a little finicky, which I don't like. Nah. I think I'm good with this one for now. I need more money. Foes shall induce sloth with each strike.
Lemaine.
I want to try to get some upgrades and actually do... Don't do that.
Third time's a charm, right? Wrong.
I'm going to take a hit from the smoking pipe and fight it the windbags and security. I want to really get some more crystals.
Ever tell you how the kid got himself wrapped up in this mess to begin with?
Because I need my tubes. Ah, induce sloth. That means decreased movement speed. You know what? I can deal with that, actually. That's not a super terrible penalty.
The past catches up with the kid. Hardly had a moment's rest since all this started. Fair to say he's led a hard life. Supposing what he says in his sleep ain't no lie. He never knew his old man, but he had his mama to take care of. Frail thing with pure white hair like his.
She probably was. I am not. That is incorrect.
Having his mama's hair did the kid no favors while he was growing up, but he learned to hold his own out there.
That is incorrect.
School ain't working out, so the kid signs up for a turn on the rippling walls. Make his mama some money. Thanks to folks like the kid, the walls kept Zealandia safe from whatever's out there. The elements, the Ura, you name it. Once the kid done his time, he hurried on home. Turns out his mama's time was done too.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot these assholes knocked the floor out. Do you not remember any of this, Deej? We went through the kid's backstory already. Ah, okay.
The city had nothing for him. The money he'd been sending home was nowhere to be found either.
Alright, then we'll finish the combat trial and we'll call it a show.
So what'd the kid do? Why, he went right on back to the walls for another 5 years. In the history of Zealandia, nobody's ever volunteered for a second shift on the walls. Out there, kid learned to fend for himself. Learn to build. Learn to break.
Oh, there's a hole there. I didn't see that.
In time, the kid earned good standing with the marshals. They trusted him to scout out farther than anybody. Wait, where was I?
Uh-oh. Ooh, that was almost really bad.
One night, on one of his expeditions, the ground beneath him shuddered, cracked, and split apart. He saw nothing where the world used to be. The calamity happened just like that. All the kid had to work with was his hammer and the clothes on his back. Through twisted streets, he ran with nothing but the city crest and an old stranger's voice to guide him.
Uh-oh. My workable space is very quickly running low here.
Will have finally arrived at Caelandia's vaunted safe haven. He and no one else. But then, all they got was more thankless work from a man who ain't even asked his name.
Damn it, there was a hole there I didn't see.
Sure, I may be the one who dreamt up the walls and the Bastion, but the kid made them real, not me.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the bull.
I'd like to say I'll never forget him, or what he's doing, what he's done. I surely would.
There we go. Nice. That netted us the upgrade points we need to mess with our pike. Thank goodness. Alright. That's the thrusting attacks, which I don't really need.
Don't want that thing leaving your hands until you decide it's time.
Are you kidding me? I'm a couple short? Man. 25% faster, 20% faster thrusting attacks. That's useful, actually. The throw is too slow. The reload's fine, but spooling up the spear is too slow. So... maybe if we just do... I don't know. Let's try this one more time. This will be the last thing we'll do. Maybe the increased critical hit chance might be what we need. Hit the damn switch, please. That cost me. That sucks. Damn, and that started so good, too. Oh well. Yeah, we definitely need the faster attack speed. That, I think, is the linchpin that we're missing. That's fine. Alright, with that, I think we can call it good. We've been going now almost 3 hours, and that was a really solid run. We made a lot of progress. Thank you all very much for watching. I hope you all have a fantastic night. Take care, and I will see you all next time. You have a good night, everybody. Deej, have a good night, little bro. I love you.